After Kathy read James' note, she could hardly wait to get to the next location where she would find a note from James. She was trying not to get her hopes built up too high, but she had a good feeling things were about to be worked out. Kathy was surprised that the situation she and James were in would probably be solved by James in 1959 and not her in 2019. This is what Kathy read in the next note from James. Kathy, this is what you must do. Go to the Atlanta airport and catch a flight to London, England, and you will be met at the airport by an African man by the name of Sarge. He will recognize you because I am sure you will be the only albino girl on the flight. He will take you to a lab where you will be transported back to 1959. It will be a one-way trip for you, and you will not be able to go back to 2019. Sarge will travel back to 1959 with you and help you catch a flight back to the United States and the Atlanta airport. Kathleen and I will meet you at the Atlanta airport. Can you believe I am arranging your trip back to 1959, 60 years after the year you came to Blue Springs? Kathy's airliner landed at 3 p.m., and Sarge and Kathy instantly recognized each other. On the drive to the lab, they talked about how, in some ways, they were lucky to be the ones chosen by the lab to do time travel. 60 seconds after Sarge and Kathy entered the capsule, they were in 1959. The drive back to the London airport was an unusual sight. No one other than older people had seen London in both time frames. Kathy was now relaxed because she knew she was on her way to be with James and Kathleen for the rest of their lives. What Kathy did not know and would never know is Kathleen had discovered the truth about her mother and time travel. When Kathy was purchasing her ticket at the Atlanta airport to fly to London, a 60-year-old Kathleen was standing near the ticket counter to see her mother again, although her mother was a young 25 years old. Kathleen did not approach her mother. She just walked out of the Atlanta airport with a big smile on her face. Kathleen could spend the rest of her life knowing all things with her parents were good. The happiest day of Kathy's life was when she stepped onto the tarmac of the Atlanta airport and saw James and Kathleen standing under one of the wooden walkways used at the Atlanta airport in 1959. That's the end of this story. I made it a short story. This could be a long novel. All kinds of things could happen in this story, but I really don't have the time to write a long novel about this story. So I made it a short story. Maybe someday someone will collaborate with me and want to make it a longer story. I think it'd make a good movie myself. in fact, that's wishful thinking. I also think Jeff, Jim, and Carmela would make a great movie too, if someone could write a screenplay. And of course, if someone that could write one would contact me, I would get them in touch with my lawyer, and maybe we could collaborate on it. But anyway, thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.